It is indeed morphin time again. Hello, welcome. This is the Will Payne coming to you with another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Legacy Tigerzord from the Power Rangers line, Bandai, and all that stuff. So I don't have a box for this one. I'm just going to tell you right away. I have a rule on boxes. If it's small and frail, or just frail in general, I usually keep the box if I have to transport it. But if it's big and bulky like this guy, where there's no small parts really breaking off, I'm usually not keeping the box. So that's why I don't have the box of this one anymore, even though it just, you know, I bought it like a couple of months ago. Just I don't have it that long yet, but yeah, I mean, after I did the Thunder Megazord and the Ninja Megazord, a lot of people were asking, like, a lot of my friends were actually asking, when are you gonna combine these? When are you gonna, you know, do the good stuff? And we're gonna start it off with the Legacy stuff, like with all these Legacy Megazords, Legacy Zords, Legacy Power Ranger stuff. It's super nicely done. Lots of detail going on, lots of molded detail going on. No more stickers, no sir, this is all molded. The black is super shiny. And overall the red as well. The red is like metallic, but it's almost glowing. It's a very nice job. And then you got the metallic golden on the logos there. And gray, white, and like I said, shiny black, and the red. The red is just amazing. I love it. Like, let's have a closer look, kind of like at the face overall. And of course, this is the more accurate version. This is the Japanese version with the signs over here and no stupid lightning gimmick like they had with the old ones. The only thing I'm kind of a little bit missing is the old one had a bit of an action feature, not only an action feature, but you could put batteries in there, so the globe in the mouth, and I don't think the one in the shoulders, only the one in the mouth they lit up, but those are kind of see-through red plastic. That looked cool, but arguably this one looks better just with the red and everything going on. But yeah, that's the overall look of the Tiger. Let's see if I can get an overall size of the Tiger. Kind of measures up almost to 20 centimeters. It's kind of hard to tell with the nose going on. Yeah, it's 20 centimeters, which means it's about 8 inches, and then we have the tail. I'm just gonna, I mean, it kind of transforms into the sword. Goes up to almost 18 centimeters, which is a little over 7 inches. And that's that. Final thing to note, first of all, I kind of noticed something going on over here. What is that? What is that at his face? Somebody tell me. Is that with everyone, or did I just get another one that's kind of fixed? I don't know what this is. It's not a sticker. I mean, I tried scratching it off. It seems like a solid piece of plastic that was kind of just like slapped on there. I don't know. It only has it on one side. So you guys let me know if that's quality control biting me in the ass again, or if that's actually a common thing. But yeah, overall he's very loose in the articulation phase, in the articulation part. Also die cast. We have die cast only in the claws, unfortunately. I would have, you know, more die cast would always be good. Like this part could be die cast, but no, only in the claws. So yeah, articulation wise, you have this one on basically kind of like a hinge going back and forth, which is also part of the transformation. Same thing going on at the foot over here. It's kind of ratcheted a little bit, I guess, for stability. They should have had that up here. I mean, that is kind of ratcheted. Just like there's too much space between the points where it actually snaps in. Paws, legs, whatever. Go back and forth. Those are actually pretty tight. But again, you can see it only snaps into position basically. And then you can rotate this around. As you can hear, same thing, always snaps into position, it's not free. And you have this, which is really just part of the transformation. But it kind of, you know, you can kind of have some more battle poses. Have him kind of lean more forward, like he's jumping into battle. Which is actually, it looks like that's the correct way to do it, because his fists down here, which we'll see, those look actually lined up like that, but if you put it like that, it's just like, it doesn't look so nice actually. Let's go into battle mode. I'm not gonna do this in correct show order. I don't really remember how it transformed. It's been a while. But yeah, I should be able to do it by myself without having to cut anything. This is on there quite tightly. As you can tell, I'm kind of wrestling with it. So you can just flip this over and you pull that in. You stick that in there, and you have your feet. Just bring the torso forward. I mean the upper body part. And you turn those up, turn those around, and there you have your fists. And all you need is the head, bonk, coming out of there. And there you go. That is your Tigerzord in battle mode. So of course his tail transforms into his sword, and as the first kind of bit of articulation, you have one hinge in the hand to open it up and put the sword in. And I put it in the wrong way because I'm an idiot. But I was looking at the camera and not actually at the figure. Now, size of battle mode, robot mode, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called battle modes. Is that official? Can we call it that? I don't care. You can call it whatever the hell you want. You can call it double-headed tiger mode, double tiger head, double head, tiger stomach man, tiger stomach robot. Anyhow, enough with the dumb nicknames. I'm trying to align my ruler. He goes up to 27 centimeters to the top of his head, which means he's around 11 inches tall. And articulation wise, well, actually there's not that much new you see here. I kind of want to go over the detail, but you've pretty much seen everything already in regular Tiger mode. You have, like I said, the nice detail which was under the foot, now clearly visible. You have this little logo which we didn't really see earlier. That is super clean done. Super clean job on that. I really love that one. You have a ton of molded detail in the back also. I think that was just white. Of course, with a lot of these, I actually don't have the Thunderzords. I don't have the original Thunderzords anymore, unfortunately. So I can't do a comparison with the old one since I don't have it anymore. But overall, this version is pretty damn good. And I mean, of course, the face, didn't see that before. Let's have a zoom in on the face. Once again, the eyes really shine nicely. Now, articulation of the battle mode, you have the arms which go around on swivel and goes forward. You can kind of bend it over here, bend it at the elbow, and of course you can spin it around just like before. And you have the hinge going on in the hand for grabbing the sword. Really, that's all that does really. And there's nothing else really going on at the legs. You can kind of bend this back. So there you go, and of course the mouth opens. And there you got the Tigerzord in battle mode. Now, let's get to the real good stuff. Let's get to the things that people have been asking for. And let's bring in this big guy. You remember this guy? I've had him over just a while ago. And he's kind of pushing. He's so tall. That Megazord is so effing tall. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But that was always kind of like the thing. He was too tall. I think he's too tall. It just kind of annoys me. They should line up nice, but no. A clear head taller than the Tigerzord. But let's chop this one down and take some pieces off and put it on this one. Let's see if I still know how to do that one. Okay then, transforming this guy is actually a lot different than I remember. So first things first, you're kind of supposed to pull this out without breaking it. Hold on, yeah, there we go. Also pull this out. Right. Okay, you kind of pull it out on the side. There's like an opening, a little opening over there. And then you have this one in the back. You just flip this over and put it on there, I guess. Yeah, bang. When you hear the bang, it's good. And there you have your Mega Tigerzord transformed. He is super tall. Just like back in the day. I mean, the Thunder Megazord is already big, but this guy is huge. It's quite disgusting, actually. I know, the overall size is just kind of crazy. I like when everything lines up nicely and looks basically the same, and you know, you can put them side by side and they all look good like the same team. But this guy just, you know, breaks everything. And his head was kind of in the wrong spot. So, anyhow, I mean, overall detail and whatnot hasn't really changed. Also, same thing for the articulation. You still have the same articulation in the arms and everything. Yeah, overall thoughts, I'm not super huge on that design anyway. And this is horrible. How did they F this up so bad? I mean, seriously. This is how it's supposed to be, because there's actually some pegs, which I can't, there it is. There's the peg holes, which you are supposed to snap in there. And that's really it. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to go. And then the Phoenix also already falls off. Well, I mean, that was always a problem. They did an interesting idea though. You know, you kind of hold it and you still kind of slide it up in here. I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not a huge fan of this design. It's too much. It's overloaded. It's too big. It's too heavy, and it doesn't look good. So, and I mean, I don't like it, honestly. When you get this, you have your little. I left the helmet on just for comedic appearance. Also because I couldn't really get it off. I mean, I had some trouble with that helmet in the Thunderzord review. I don't know how much I cut out anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Mega Tigerzord without the Phoenix because it already fell off. Now, finally, the wingspan. What? The size of the Mega Tiger Ultra Hyper Ball and Zord is, drumroll please, 31.5 centimeters to the top of his head. So that's basically between 24 26 inches. Aha! I did get all this crap off once more. So yeah, this one, recommended. Mega Tigerzord, not a fan, but absolutely Tigerzord is amazing. And yeah. As usual guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like. And maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever the Tigerzord wants. Goodbye. That's way too stiff to talk with it. But anyway, bye.